So I figured I'd record a quick video on changing the outer tie rod end on the 2014 Honda CRV. So I couldn't find a specific video on YouTube. Just a quick view of tools, some side cutters, linesman's pliers, 14mm wrench, 17mm wrench, 24mm wrench, 17mm socket, 19mm socket. I got a torque bar there for wheel nuts, set of vernier calipers, wire brush, and some never sees. Of course, as always, make sure you support the vehicle safely before you start any work. So over on the passenger side, I already changed the driver's side, which was one that had a bunch of play in it, and I'll share a video of that. You can see and hear it. I figured it's always good practice to change things in pairs, so I decided to get both outer tie rod ends, because chances are if you did one a month or so down the road, the other one's probably going to fail too. So plus I'm going to take it to a shop to get a proper alignment done afterwards, and figure why not change them both, be done with it once. So as far as the parts, I've never used this brand before, but I figured I'd give them a try. They weren't the cheapest, they weren't the most expensive, but they did come with a lifetime warranty. Priced them out at a few different shops around town, and these are the ones I chose to go with. Look pretty decent. Comes with a new nut and cotter pin, which is nice. Did some reviews online, and it seems like they're a decent brand. Didn't find too many complaints of them. The parts store says as long as I save the receipt, I can return them anytime, lifetime guarantee, so we'll give them a try. First thing, it's always good to clean off threads. Things when you loosen them off. So some people like to mark the threads to see where the nut is and make sure you get it back in the right spot, but I find marking the threads, once you loosen them that off, it just pushes the paint or ink or whatever you used out of the way anyway. So I take a measurement with the calipers, lock it in, and then I use that as a reference. Again, I'm taking it to alignment shop tomorrow to have it lined back up if it is out any. Next is to take the cotter pin out of there, which a lot of times after a few years they end up just kind of rotting, and you just got to break it apart anyway. Say the new one comes with cotter pin, so not too worried if we can't get this one out without ruining it. Sometimes you're lucky enough to be able to reuse it. There, that's out of the way. So again, you want to make sure the threads are clean. Makes that nut a little easier to come off. And a little bit of penetrating oil doesn't hurt. 19 mil. You're good to go. I like to thread the nut back on just till it's flush with the end of the threads. Usually give this a wax to free it up. Good to go. A lot of people like to count the turns. So basically, say 1 1.25, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13.25. Some people might disagree, but I like to use a bit of Never Sees. Makes it that much easier to come apart next time around, if need be. And same thing again. A little bit of Never Sees on the threads. Help preserve those. I suppose I should have counted. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13-ish. Tighten that on. So torque specs for any of this stuff, we'll call them out specifically. You'll find those online on your own. Look for that hole. A little bit more. Yeah. That's locked in place. Now we just got to snug up the main lock nut. 24mm for that. Again, check the torque specs online, but chances are the shop that's doing the alignment will probably loosen these up tomorrow to get it dialed in. Check the measurement just for the heck of it. And it's right in the ballpark. Let's get the tire back on. So that's pretty much all there is to it. There's the old parts there. Say the passenger side wasn't showing any play, still pretty tight. You hear lots of grease in it. Whereas the driver's side might be hard to pick up on camera, but there's a substantial amount of play in there, kind of in the vertical direction and in the horizontal. And don't really hear too much grease in there anymore. It's pretty loosey-goosey. So good time to change it out. 2014. It's now 2025. Approximately 260,000 kilometers on the vehicle. So yeah, served its life.